There's a popular in-clinic treatment. This is a home care device that lets you do it at home. It uses the same frequency as dermatology equipment, and it's really firmed up my skin and smoothed out bumps. I've seen real results. It's also famous because many actresses use it, so I highly recommend it as a beginner-friendly home care device. Isn't it a real holy grail item? Welcome. This is Minning on the Minning channel. Good morning, my nims. Today, since I'm genuinely passionate about my skin program and being a beauty YouTuber, I always have a keen interest whenever a new beauty device is released. But lately, I've been seeing a really hot and trendy beauty device appearing a lot on Instagram. Ta-da, it's the Foam the Glow. This product gained fame because many actresses are said to use it, and I've personally been using it consistently for a whole month. So I've brought you this review video to share my experience. To cut to the chase, I've genuinely been using it very well. And my nims, even though this is a sponsored video, I always decline offers if a product doesn't suit me or show results. I'm quite principled, but this one's truly effective. Yes, I've seen real results on my skin, texture, radiance, and elasticity. And it's also great for reducing swelling, so I've been using it for various purposes. My nims, I've got an event for you, so please stay until the end. Before we start today's video, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Let's go! Alright, my nims, allow me to begin by explaining precisely what kind of device this is. For those of you who, like me, are genuinely passionate about skin or have been to a dermatologist, you might be familiar with a very popular skin program called LDM management. It's also known as water drop listing. It uses ultrasound technology to improve elasticity, moisturizing, soothing skin texture, and radiance, making skin firm and healthy overall. But this is a home care device that lets you do that right at home. This product utilizes dual alternating ultrasound waves of 3 and 10 MHz, and I heard it was developed to exclusively use verified ultrasound frequencies. Dermatology clinics offer treatments using alternating 3 and 10 MHz waves, and this device replicates that exact medical equipment frequency. Isn't that amazing? But here's what I want to tell you. I actually have very strong opinions about home care devices. Can every home care device give you the exact same 100% immediate effect as a dermatology treatment? Of course not. But dermatology clinics are expensive. There's the time it takes to actually go to the clinic for the treatment, and honestly, getting that treatment every time is a bit burdensome in many ways, right? But if you have one home care device, you can consistently and effectively keep up with your treatment, so I definitely think it's great to get that extra help. The initial cost might seem like a burden because they're pricey, but compared to a dermatologist, it's far more economical. That's why I've seen many positive effects from consistent use of this product. In particular, I greatly felt the effects because I was so incredibly busy, couldn't sleep, and was constantly fatigued. My face would break out with minor blemishes, and when I touched my skin, I could truly feel its rough, bumpy texture at my fingertips. It was just awful. But at that time, I didn't do anything else. I just cared for my skin with this product, and when I woke up, my skin was so much smoother. It felt incredibly soft too. It was truly amazing. As I consistently used it, I truly noticed a difference in my skin texture. Those small bumps reduced significantly, and my skin became much firmer and more elastic. You know that wonderful feeling? You know that inner radiance, the glow that emanates from truly healthy skin, even when you haven't applied much? That inner glow was noticeable. I really saw the healthy glow radiating from my face, so I definitely experienced many positive effects. And what's truly great about an ultrasound technology device like this is that you don't need to use a special gel. You can just integrate it into your existing skincare routine to enhance absorption, and that's a significant benefit. It helps skincare products absorb deeply, nourishing your skin to achieve an improved complexion. It acts as a really powerful booster for the skincare you already use. But I've been using this with something else that works exceptionally well, and I'll explain that in more detail later. What's more, this one is truly gentle. Since my skin is naturally thin and on the sensitive side, it often becomes red when I use these home care devices. When I applied it, there was a slight warming sensation, but I never felt any irritation or noticed my skin getting red. The fact that it's hypoallergenic was what I really liked about it, so they say you can use it every single day. You can get daily, non-irritating ultrasound care at home, so isn't this truly a holy grail item? And another thing I think is important for a home care device is that it has to be simple to use. Regardless of how effective it may be, if it's difficult to handle, complicated to operate, or the device itself is heavy, you genuinely won't find yourself using it often. However, this one is truly lightweight. It weighs 137 grams. It's actually lighter than a smartphone, you see. My wrist doesn't hurt or feel uncomfortable when I'm doing the treatment. It's also really simple to use. Let me explain. First, my NIMS. Before turning on this device, ensure your skincare is applied. And remember what I said I used with it earlier? It's the Tome the Glow ampule, which came out as a perfect match. When you use these together, it's an absolutely amazing combo. You know how when you use devices like this, the product gets absorbed so quickly that you have to apply more? That happens a lot, right? This isn't just an ordinary ampule, it's a cream-like, gel-textured, dense ampule that adheres really well to your face and it won't dry out during the 12 minutes of treatment. So it was really convenient that I didn't have to reapply it. It allows for a very smooth treatment. It has 7 types of hyaluronic acid, glutathione, and even microspicules. So it helps the active ingredients get absorbed deeper into the skin. But when I applied it to my hand, I felt a slight stinging sensation, which made me wonder, is it okay to use this with the device? But what's weird is that when I actually use it with the device, I don't really feel any stinging. This product was designed from the start to create a synergistic effect with the device, so it's definitely best to use them together. So I continue using my usual ampule. Then at the cream step, I apply this glow ampule. I first spread a thin layer of it on my skin. It's so rich you don't need much. And this round button is the power button. Press and hold it to turn it on. There are 3 distinct modes: focus, inner, and tension. All 3 of these modes are designed to be used for 12 minutes. Focus mode is a mode that concentrates on caring for radiance. Inner mode is for fully recharging moisture, and tension mode is for intensively caring for elasticity. So there's that, and as I mentioned earlier, it's also great for reducing swelling. So when I wanted to reduce swelling, I always used the tension mode, and for the other modes, I chose one depending on my skin's condition that day. When you turn it on, it starts in focus mode. Then, you can press the power button to change the mode. Selecting the triangular part on the back increases intensity up to level 3. Simple, right? When you use it for the first time, I recommend starting with level 1 and gradually increasing the level. Since I've used it for a while, I tend to use levels 2 or 3. My NIMS, another great advantage of this product is that it gives you voice guidance. When using this device, you treat one side of your face at a time, right? So I had to specifically check the time myself to ensure that I was equally treating both the right and left sides of my face for the same duration. But with this one, while I'm busy doing the right side of my face, a voice tells me to move to the left side. This is Tome the Glow, starting focus mode. Please roll from the bottom to the top of your right cheek for 3 minutes. Please roll from the bottom to the top of your left cheek for 3 minutes. That's why it's so convenient. Because it tells me what to do, I find myself reaching for it a lot more. But while I really love this, if you don't like the voice guidance, you can turn it off. So you can just continue with your treatment like this. I typically begin from my jawline and then gradually work my way up towards my forehead. Especially when I do my jawline, I go down to my neck and pause at the lymph nodes to release tension, which is also good for swelling, so I make sure to do this when I want to reduce puffiness. And go from the inside of the face outwards, but always with the feeling that the direction is upwards. It's the feeling of lifting, from bottom to top. And I also make it a point to always incorporate the process of pulling vertically from the bottom upwards. Just follow the voice guidance and you're all done. If ampule remains, just pat it into your skin for absorption. Then, wipe it with a wet wipe and alcohol pad, then place it back on the charging cradle. If the charging cradle is fully charged, you can simply place the device in it, and it will charge wirelessly. This feature was incredibly convenient for me. I really love that you can stand it up, and the design is so clean and pretty that it doesn't clash with your vanity's decor. It's truly easy to use, right? That's why I find myself reaching for it so often. So, this one. I really wanted to recommend it as a beginner-friendly home care device. It's really comfortable, non-irritating, and suitable for daily use. You can also incorporate it seamlessly into your current skincare routine. I'm truly delighted with how it performs. And it's not just me. In just 2 months, it has over 3,000 reviews and is ranked #1 on Nava for satisfaction. It seems like a lot of consumers are really satisfied with it. So that's why I've brought another event for you all this time. Thank you so much to the Tome team for your support. If you leave a comment with any questions or what you're excited about for Tome the Glow, we'll select winners to receive Tome products. First, one lucky person will receive the main Tome the Glow device. You're aware of its value, aren't you? Yeah. 5 people will get the Tome Skin Program 6-piece set. Seriously, amazing. And 30 people will get the Tome 1-day kit. That's truly amazing, isn't it? Since we're giving gifts to a total of 36 people in this event, I really hope all my NIMs will participate. Alright, so I've just explained the home care device, Tome the Glow, which I've been using with so much satisfaction. I hope this was helpful for those wondering if this Instagram famous item, Tome the Glow, is actually good. I also hope this was a little helpful for those who want to get started with home care devices. Wouldn't this be great for me to use and a perfect gift for my parents? Thank you so much for watching today's video. My NIMs, please participate in the event. Let's all have a meaningful day today. Bye.